This is USVI News, your Virgin Islands connection.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for USVI News. I'm Emily Matson. We have new information on the body of a woman discovered recently in St. Croix. The Virgin Islands Police Department has confirmed it is not that of a British woman who disappeared in the Virgin Islands back in March. As we first reported last week, a dead body was found near the roadway in Bugby Hole. Officers say the deceased female's body was in advanced stages of decomposition. At the time, detectives on the scene could not determine the woman's race or age because of the condition of her body. However, in response to many inquiries on whether the body could be that of Sarm Heslop, the 41-year-old who went missing on March 8th in St. John, VIPD says although detectives presently cannot positively identify this female found deceased, they can now confirm the remains are not Caucasian, effectively ruling out that the remains found in St. Croix recently are not that of Ms. Heslop. As they work to positively identify the woman's body found in St. Croix, they also continue to work Heslop's missing person case, looking for clues as to what may have happened to Sarm. Anyone with information is urged to call police. The Virgin Islands Police Department is buckling down on buckling up. The VIPD and the VI Office of Highway Safety are joining with law enforcement partners across the nation for the nationally recognized Click It or Ticket border-to-border seatbelt mobilization effort. So a heads up, from now until June 6th, national and local law enforcement will be increasing seatbelt enforcement efforts. And the VIPD is reminding the community that everybody traveling in a vehicle, despite how old they are or where they are sitting, you are required to wear a seatbelt. That's because of a 2019 amendment to the VI code, which extended seatbelt requirements to include rear seat passengers. So again, a reminder, drivers, now until June 6th, they'll be out in full force enforcing that seatbelt law. They say click it or ticket enforcement activities, believe it or not, it's not about citations, but it's really about saving lives. Making national headlines Tuesday marks 1 year since George Floyd was killed at the hands of police. His family joined President Joe Biden at the White House to honor him in the solemn ceremony Tuesday afternoon. Floyd's death 1 year ago set off months of civil rights protests and focused attention on police reform. Former police officer Derek Chauvin is awaiting sentencing after being convicted of his murder. The family's attorney says he hopes the visit to the White House will keep the momentum going towards the passage of a major police reform bill. A day of events remembered Floyd in Minneapolis as well, including vigils. President Biden, meantime, says he will insist on readiness from federal emergency officials as the Atlantic hurricane season quickly approaches. The president making those comments during a briefing at FEMA headquarters on Monday.
President Biden visited FEMA headquarters Monday, the same day the White House announced he will direct $1 billion to states, communities, and territory governments for disaster preparation.
We're going to spare no expense, no effort to keep Americans safe and respond to crises when they arise.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says it's expecting an above-normal hurricane season this year, with a likely range of 13 to 20 named storms.
We're going to be prepared. We have to be ready.
NOAA's predicting 6 to 10 hurricanes and 3 to 5 major hurricanes. This after 2020's record-breaking 30 named storms, which included 6 major hurricanes. The Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, several states will all receive part of that $1 billion to shore up their resilience ahead of the threat of storms.
I'm announcing that FEMA is going to make a $1 billion available to the states, territories, tribes, and rural communities through the Building Resilience Infrastructure and Communities Program, so-called BRIC program. That's going to double the funding available from last year, and it's going to help communities, including those too often overlooked, and it's going to invest in resilience and better protect themselves to serve for other climate events that we're going to be facing.
Biden says this 2021 hurricane season, storms are coming, so we must be ready.
This year, NOAA is focusing on another severe season. Perhaps, and God willing, not as bad as 2020, but still quite bad. And we all know that these storms are coming, and we're going to be prepared. We have to be ready. We have to be ready. When disaster strikes, we have to be there to protect and also help people recover. You all got to hear.
We want to get you the latest now on the fight against COVID-19 in the territory. As of today, just more than 50% of the population of the Virgin Islands are vaccinated. Just more than 31,600 people are fully vaccinated, which is about 40% of the population. The Virgin Islands Department of Health has administered more than 39,800 first doses, which is about 50%. So we're still about 20% away from Governor Albert Bryan Jr.'s goal of getting 50,000 VI residents vaccinated by July 1st. Meantime, Moderna says its COVID-19 vaccine appears to work very well in teenagers. The company's vaccine is being tested for its effectiveness in adolescents. In phase 2 trials, more than 3,700 children between the ages of 12 and 17 were studied. Moderna says blood tests showed its vaccine produced an immune response equal to earlier findings in adults. None of the vaccinated children got sick with COVID-19 2 weeks after their second dose, while 4 children who received the placebo tested positive. According to Moderna, the results are, quote, consistent with a vaccine efficacy of 100%. That's great news. Moderna plans to ask the FDA to authorize its vaccine for 12-year-olds and teens in early June. It is already authorized for people ages 18 and older. Again, Pfizer right now is the only vaccine authorized for children ages 12 and older. Classical music hit the highest notes in St. Thomas this past weekend, showcasing the territory's top classical talent. It was a musical presentation by the Caribbean Music Institute Orchestra under the direction of Grammy Award-winning musician and Virgin Islander Dion Parson, along with several other renowned artists. Our USVI News' Ali Bourne-Vanek brings us all the details.
It has been an incredible night at the Forum fundraiser. This has been an opportunity to support not only the Forum, but also to support the Caribbean Music Institute Orchestra and really just enjoy live classical music here in our Virgin Islands community with local musicians. Let's check it out. I'm here with Dion Parson. Dion, how are you doing?
I am great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How incredible was it to be on the stage with so many wonderful musicians in our community? How was it like for you?
This is a dream come true for me because being from the Virgin Islands, born and raised, going away, traveling, making music my career and doing so many great things around the world, coming back home and to put this project together, it's part of like my world that I've done, like global experience in the Virgin Islands. And a lot of times we import so many things. We import talent, we import food, we import everything. And for me, it's really good to see homegrown musicians performing on a global scale.
It was incredible watching you and everybody jam up there on stage. How important is it to have wonderful artistic musical events like this in the Virgin Islands?
Well, here in the Virgin Islands, let me tell you, the music education program in the Virgin Islands is really very successful. It's one of the most successful programs that we have had in the year. Of course, it's been developing over the years, and I've always tell people that music is actually the ictus. This is what pulled all the other academic subjects together. So music is definitely a very important part in the education of young people.
What are some of the things that the community can look forward to coming up?
Well, this is the Caribbean Music Institute Orchestra. That's the start of a mega project with this 21st Century Band with VI Jazz Collective and VI Youth Ensemble that's going to build towards a real export product, because big bands are traveling around the world, and we're going to let the world know that the Virgin Islands has a lot of talent.
That it does. Nicole, is there anything else that you would like to share?
No, I just want to thank everybody, you included. Everybody was amazing. I mean, if you look at the tables, the people, everybody's happy. So I want to thank the community for always supporting the young people and all the companies that were here that always support us. I'm just amazed.
You've been such a huge supporter in this community for so many years. What was it like seeing some of the young folks on stage being able to perform and have this moment where they're able to show their craft?
I have known that Dion is working with the UVI kids and even pre-UVI high school kids. And I did not realize until tonight how good they have become. It's exciting to see the talent that he has harnessed and put together and how much they enjoy what they're doing.
It's life-changing.
Exactly. Life-changing is the right word for it, yeah.
And from the forum and this event, you can look forward to seeing more live events, more classical music right here in our community. In St. Thomas, Ali Born-Vanek, USVI News.
Wow, that's truly some impressive talent there.